Agenda. Okay. So the first question, which I usually ask in my session, or I try to conclude initially, is like why there is a need of MLOps, or what is actually we are going to achieve by learning this. So think like you are interacting with ChatGPT. So let me show my screen. So all these things like ChatGPT or Google Gemini or DeepSeek or all these platform are an example of machine learning uh, uh, machine learning models which have become or advanced in very little time. They have attained so much information that they, I mean, the leaders are talking like they have a kind of human intelligence, and in some areas they are better than humans. So I mean, if I need to ask any question like uh, who is the prime minister of India, I mean, it could be any question. So they have this intelligence or understanding, uh, so that they can respond back with a suitable answer. So it could be any platform, chat gpt, gemini, or anything. So this is a typical example which is common to everyone, uh, in terms of when we are talking about an typical LLM model or a machine learning model. Okay, so now let me go back to my ppt. So this is a chat gpt symbol in the middle, if you can see the green one. So like why this term mlops is there in the market, or it came into the existence. So we are trying to understand here. So this is a user, it could be you or me. And let's suppose you are searching for your recent movie, or you're querying for your recent movie, and you ask ChatGPT the movie which is released today, and you are expecting some kind of let's say a review for your movie, or your favorite political leader won the election, and you're asking about how many number of votes he won, something like that, around that, and you ask with the ChatGPT. But the ChatGPT or any Gemini model or the DeepSeek model is not able to give you the proper answer. Either it might say it doesn't have the answer, or it might give you an old response. So both of these responses will discourage, I mean, will not be good for your experience as an end user. So you might not like to go with a platform which is giving you old responses, or in normal terms, we technical terms we call as the models which has stale data, okay, which is old in nature. So now there is a challenge, right? I mean, how this model will have the updated info. Okay, right now, I mean, the chat gpt or the gemini, they are much improved. They have systems behind the scene which try to fetch, do a google search, do a scraping through website, and they are trying to fetch the latest information. But initially, if you see 1 year back, whenever you search it, so I remember when it's for chat gpt 3.5, it used to say I am trained up to this date, so I have the information up to this date itself. So yeah, so I'm targeting that kind of a situation. So you requested some query, and you got an unsatisfied wrong response. So in the similar sense, there is, I'm taking another example in which again the user is trying to search through a website or crawl through a website. He has some kind of preferences. Maybe he wants to buy a laptop, a mobile, any kind of a cosmetic item. So every now and then, it could be any website, amazon, flipkart. Okay, so what these websites do is they try to track your responses on the website, your interaction on the website. So let's say you were at the age of 25, and you were purchasing, or you were purchasing something, or you were scrolling through the website. So you have some specific interest at when you were at the age of 25, right? Maybe it could be mobile, it could be some cosmetic item, it could be some laptop bag or anything. So then the website was using some kind of an machine learning model, or some kind of a machine learning algorithm which was trained on your data, or thousands of users of data. And based on that, it was showing you the either the ads, or it was recommending you the products which are listed on its website. So when you were at the age of 25, you had some sort of interest. But when you became at the I mean, when you attain an age of 30 years, your interest will be shifted, right? You might have a tendency to buy an higher pricing mobile phone, or a higher pricing laptop, or your interest might totally change. Now you want to buy maybe a fridge, okay, maybe an almirah, maybe in bed, something around that. So if the website will show you the ads or the listings or the suggestions based on your age of 25, then again it will not be an good I mean, good experience for you, right? You might easily switch from A website to B website. It's not that tough. I mean, usually you do a Google sign in and you have an account, right? So that's a drawback. I mean, if we have a algorithm behind the scene which is suggesting something, uh, uh, which is based on the old data. So I think you are able to understand the deficiency here or the need here, some sort of an engineer who could address this problem. Okay, let me go to next slide. So there we need some sort of an engineer who could work in the backside, and who could understand this, where the knowledge gap was, how I can build a system which keeps on training my model or updating my model, which could recommend or give updated response for we as a consumer. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. If the website or the chat gpt or any kind of an recommending model is giving you a proper response, you might be purchasing or spending more time in that particular website, right? That's what's the e-commerce website want. If the more time you spend, the more impulse buying you do, and the more revenue is generated for that particular website, right? This is how the business or the particular e-commerce complete ecosystem works. They want you to spend more and more time on their platform. So this engineer who could do this updating data or analyzing it, when to do it, how to do it, is a person who is called as an MLOps engineer or an ML engineer, who will develop a system, an ecosystem, which will update your recommendation system. Okay, or the LLM model, which could be like ChatGPT, Gemini, it could be anything. It depends. And when you will request or you will input your query regarding your laptop or anything, you will get an updated response, and you will be a satisfied customer, and you will try to visit that particular website more often, uh, because it was able to predict your whatever the items you need, or it was able to give you a certain kind of a discounts, because the website knows like you need these kind of an items. Okay, so you might have done a kind of an impulse buying, or you actually needed those products, but it showed you the relevant match to your query, and you did a purchase, and it's good for you as well as the business. So it was an complete satisfying experience for the website as a business and for you as a consumer.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed our session at LWP Labs. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to our channel and contact the number for live classes. The future is now with AI.